what's the tribal significance for Bears Ears?
Well, it has a lot of significance. The early ancestral Puebloan people who've left a lot of their marks on the canyon walls as well as a lot of their structures, um, even before a lot of our people began to live in these areas, those are the ones that are very, very sensitive. And growing up as a Ute woman and a child, my reservation where I live in southwestern Colorado, we have a tribal park just directly south of Mesa Verde. So we have the structures, we have the petroglyphs on the canyon walls within our area, and we were always taught that we were protectors of them, and we didn't always share that where these locations were. So we took care of and watched over these places. They're not directly tied to us, but over time, as my people moved through the land, we utilized this land for its resources, for the waterways, for the vegetation, for the herbs that are used for medicinal purposes. Um, and just being out here, being able to hunt and gather various resources, that was our way of life. And the Ute people don't have a migration story, but rather we are people of movement. So we move per season. So whatever's available in certain areas is what we partook of as we were in different seasons. We might be moving from the mountains in this season right now, which is we're in October, and so we're into coming into the fall where for us it's hunting season. So we would hunt and gather and bring things uh, to prepare for the winter, and our encampments or homes would be at the lower elevations where the warmth is experienced through the winter. So we have a lot of ties to the area. My father and his my great grandfather, his grandfather who raised him, used to actually have some of his encampments up in the Meadows area near the two buttes, and he was a one of our last medicine men, and so for the services he provided to people, he would be there just because it was easy access to a greater number of people in the region here. In this modern time, our younger people relate to the land different than myself or my elders or my parents. Just opportunities are different. Now our children and our grandchildren um, are more engaged in more of the recreational side of land use, which is different from the way I was raised and my parents, which we related to land on a more traditional, cultural, and customary way. So where they may go out bike riding and paddleboarding and rafting on the rivers, we would be out there collecting water to bring back to camp, or harvesting different medicinal herbs, or conducting or engaging in the ceremonies. So there's a little bit of a difference now from generations, and we see that. And it's not wrong, but it's also worth that conversation of continued access and protection to these open spaces that we all enjoy as public lands.